So today we are going to discuss about synchro pair characteristic experiment. So the aim is to study the characteristic of synchro as transmitter and synchro transmitter receiver. So a synchro is an electromagnetic transducer which used to convert an angular position of a shaft into an electrical signal. This is synchro pair transmitter receiver kit. This is main supply. Switch on transmitter and switch on the receiver switch. So totally we are having three switches: main switch, transmitter switch and receiver switch. So this is voltmeter, its terminals are here. These are the three output LEDs S1, S2, S3. S dash, S2, S3. So if you connect S1, S2 dash, S1 dash, S2, S2 dash, S3, S3 dash, then this will transmitter will automatically connect with the receiver. You can see here S1, S1 dash, S2 connected to S2 dash, S3 connected to S3 dash. If I change the angular position, this is also changing, right? I kept it for 0, then it should be 0 only, right? If I keep it for 30, here also it should be 30 only. If it is 31 or if it is 29, then one error will occur, right? So that we are going to show here. So this is rotor angle of transmitter, this one rotor angle of receiver, this one. So what is the error? For 30, 60, 90, some 5 to 6 readings you take down. So here also you should get the same theta value, right? That will be in terms of degree. If there is any error, then note down here error in degrees. Okay, if you keep it for 30, here also it should be 30 only. Then secondly, so this is one tabular column, that is first tabular column. Transmitter, how much angle you are keeping, the same angle you should get at the receiver. If not, then what is the error, that you mention it here. Okay. Second, in the second tabular, the connections are changed. So S1, S1 dash, S2, S2 dash I had connected, S3, S2 dash I had connected. No, I am removing all the three. Now S1 dash I am connecting it to the voltmeter. S2 dash I am connecting to the voltmeter. Okay. So S1 is connected to voltmeter, then S2 is connected to voltmeter. Then if I change the angular position 0, 30, 60, the voltage is changing, right? In the theory we had gone through. So as the change in the angular position, right, of rotor, what will happen? You will get an electrical signal, right? See, I am changing angular position, accordingly the voltage is changing. This is for S1, S2 because I am connected it to S1 and S2 terminal. So from 0 to 60, 0 to 360, you take down some 6 to 8 values, then accordingly S1, S2 value. See, for 0 how much it is. When I keep it for 0, you are getting 20. So S1 here it will be 20.3, right? Then I will change it to 30. Here it will be 23.2. Then I will change it to 60, 20.2. Then 90, it will be 11.2 for S1, S2 values. Similarly for S2, S3. Now S1 is there, no? I will remove it, I will connect it to S3. So this is connected to S3. This is connected to S3, this is connected to S2. So S2, S3. Similarly S3, S1. So here it will be 0 to 60 angular rotor position shaft in degrees, 0 to 360. Then what will be the voltage at across S1, S2 terminal, S2, S3 terminal, S3, S1 terminal. So you will get the graph like this.